What's up, everybody? I'm Bucky Brooks, and this is Scouts Take. And today we're going to take a look at the Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars in their Week 4 matchup. Big divisional matchup with the Texans and the Jaguars. A lot of history here. Teams back and forth. The road team has won 5 games in a row, and this is a great opportunity for the Jaguars to get back on track despite their 0-3 start. With a win, they can inch back closer into the division race. So a lot is on the line in this matchup on Sunday. The matchup to watch is all in the trenches. And so we're going to talk about the Jaguars offensive line versus the Texans D-line. And before we even talk about the guys that they have up front, because look, it's spectacular. Danielle Hunter, Will Anderson are 2 of the best in the business when it comes to creating chaos off the edges. But really, this is a game where it's about our guys. It's about us taking care of business. And that is Cam Robinson, Anton Harrison, and potentially Walker Little being on the edges and making sure that they protect Trevor Lawrence. Before we can help the quarterback improve, you got to make sure that he's protected. If the offensive line does its job and keeps him protected, we'll see a better version of Trevor Lawrence, and a better version of Trevor Lawrence will translate into more production for the playmakers on the perimeter. For the Jaguars to win, it really comes down to confidence. And it's a little bit of the chicken and the egg debate, but the Jaguars have to believe that they can win by making plays. And you wonder, do you make the big plays first before you start believing? Or do you believe that you can make the plays and then it happens and the team kind of catches the enthusiasm? So one, they got to believe that they can win. They got to continue to believe in their coaches and the plan that is set before them. And then just know that they can knock off the Texans. The other part of the game is, how do you handle C.J. Stroud? C.J. Stroud is an elite quarterback in this league, coming off a very disappointing performance against the Minnesota Vikings. The Vikings did some really creative and clever stuff to throw him off his game. Is there a little blueprint that's out there on how to confuse the quarterback? I think Ryan Nielsen and his staff, the number one priority in this game, disrupt the timing and rhythm of the passing game with C.J. Stroud as a trigger man. The Jaguars win a big game on the road if they just play. If they bring their A game and play. When we talk about specifics, what they need to do, this has to be one where the offense controls the game. Meaning that if we're looking at the time of possession and the Jaguars hold the ball for 31 to 32 minutes, they're well on their way to controlling the game and playing the possession game that Doug Peterson wants to play. But to maintain, to get that kind of time of possession, you got to win on 3rd down and 4th down, meaning they have to extend drives. They have to win those critical downs, an area where they struggled. But if they win on 3rd down and reel off some plays where they get the play count up to 70 to 75, you'll then see the time of possession match what we've talked about. 32 is the magic number, 32 minutes of time of possession. You do that, the Jaguars are well on their way to winning their first game of the season.